Praise God. Welcome back to the show. Today I have with me some special guests for you guys, and I think you're going to like this show a lot because it's not conventionally what we do. We're trying many different things to see what you guys might like best. So with me today, I'll allow them to introduce themselves, which is better, right or left? I'll start with my right. Hello, please tell us who you are.
Hi guys, I'm Ruby Kim.
Nice to meet you, Ruby.
The
Welcome.
pleasure is all mine.
And to my left,
Hi, I'm Hannah Gitia.
Hannah, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So, guys, there's been this, it's not an issue, but I think it's a funny topic. And with me here, I have two people who can really help us better understand this problem. Right now, in our modern game, we feel there's a lot of social media influence. Not all of it is positive. So, today, we want to see if we can uncover if these athletes should focus on the pitch more or, or if they should focus on the phone more. So I would like for you guys to be very honest with us. Here on this show, we want people to be as honest and as candid. And so Ruby manze, umewako ball sana. Do a lot of interviews na wachezaji. You always tell me you don't like players. We won't go into why, but...
No. I didn't say I don't like players. I just said I don't date players.
Why don't you? Can I really ask that? Is that fair? Well, that's a story for another day.
No, let's not talk about it.
Okay. So you experience interviewing players, using social media to create engagement. The first ever video I saw of you, Ray showed me. You do interview na akiwa coach wa Kibra.
Yes, true.
And I thought you were really good because
ulikuwa unamsukuma. So yeah, that means I'm not good.
Well, that was then.
Oh, that was then. This is now.
So basically, what is it like? How would you say social media has changed things for our players and our coaches?
Let's start. A player as an individual, that's a brand. Mm-hmm. And for you yourself to create a brand, to create a brand that is you. To create a brand that is you have to sell yourself outside the field, outside the pitch, and inside the pitch. So as a player, I believe they should use social media. They should brand themselves. Hapo ndo atapata adverts, atapata deals. So I think anafaa kuwa able kujisell inside the field and outside the field. He should create their own brand. Isikwe tu Facebook ni ya ya kusoma memes ama ya kutuma reels, anafaa kuitumia kujimarket. Build your brand around you. Inafaa kuwa ni yeye anafocus na yeye. Anaweza tafuta videographer, they make reels at your pitch, and then they come kwa background. Let's see who the player is when they're not in the field, as in atupe another aspect of him that you're normally not used to.
Okay, that's interesting. Hannah, Ruby is saying that the player needs to market him or herself on and off the pitch. My question to you is this. Someone is on the pitch the whole day. How are they then supposed to come back off the pitch and market themselves? Or is there someone else who maybe they can hire or get acquainted with who can help them build this following? Because we can't do it all.
Yeah. Especially in sports, like those people, the sports people are very immense in the sports, in the field. So you need someone called a social media manager, someone who's able to assist you to create content for you, for your page, post for you, engage with your audience while the football player is focused on the pitch. Asikwe, like living at, like trying to manage both because it's going to be hectic, So getting a social media manager who understands you as a personal brand, you as, let's say, for example, Omanyala is a footballer, understands you. Understands you very well. You're able to think and know what to shoot and post online. And inaweza saidia kuboost that person's following, and also people are able to recognize this person is a player, this is what they do, and they're able to track their progress. Also, like it's when she's mentioned, like you also need to sync your personal life, because you as Omanyala, as I said, like you also have a life, like maybe you have a skincare routine, maybe you go to certain restaurants. So we want to see both aspects. We just don't want to see you in the field peke yake. We want to know you as Omanyala. See just the person at the football, you know. Yeah.
Ruby, do you think everyone is going to be comfortable allowing this access into their lives? Ama ni kitu ita take time?
Kitu ita take time and lazima adapt. Unajua, this is something new we are like really trying to start. So siwezi come nikwambie papa kutoka kesho nataka kufollow na camera kila mahali. Unajua, it's something that we have to like sit down, talk about it. We cannot show everything to the world. Building a brand means I have to build a brand yenye itakusell positively. Na wewe kama mse mwenye na build brand yako, when I'm starting to build that brand, there are a lot of aspects in your life that you'll have to change. Kwa sababu footballer, basketballer, whoever sports person you're talking about,
even politicians.
Yes, even a politician, you're going to be in the public eye. As in, I don't want to sell you as someone that is going to bring bad influence to the young generation. Kwa sababu mostly, a lot of young people look up to most of these big names. So hapo, we have to like decide which aspect of your life do you want me to showcase. And a lot has to change. So lazima kwe na ile mentality ya a lot has to change in their life. They have to like, whatever they were doing, kama ulikuwa unashindaga club Monday to Friday, itabidi umechange mtu wangu. Kwa sababu I won't be saying how you're a very good person huku nje, alafu watu wanakutana nawe kwa club.
Interesting. So Hannah, I'm a young musician. Have the hottest song in Kenya. I don't know where they shoot you in the foot or whatever, and the guys are dancing to it and they love the song so much. I come to you, we talk, you agree to manage my social media. My following is non-existent. How do we proceed?
For an artist, not gonna lie, I've never managed an artist before, but from the experiences I've had with other previous managers, is like I feel like people need to understand the background of the artist in order to like understand the music. So it's good to showcase to the audience like who this artist is. Let's say we are talking about Nikita Kering. Like we want to know her. Like we want to know her, where she grew up, like what she loves cooking. You know, we want to see that. Her music is fantastic. The music might be awesome, but also want to connect. We want to connect emotionally with the artist. We want to feel like we are part of their community. You know, you get what I'm saying? As the audience, we are consuming the music, but you also want to feel like we are part of that community. So as a manager, social media manager, for an artist, if I was to do that, I would want to see the behind the scenes of the artist, you know. It's equal to like we're just seeing the fame, the money. Sorry to say, to me a foul language here.
No, you can. Go, just express yourself.
The booty shaking, depending, like, especially I've seen for rappers. Rappers, like, hatujui, who are they? Tunaona tu, like, akona kwa ngumu kukas. But anyway, like, we want to see them, how they are. Yeah, but that's my perspective. I'm not quite sure about the music industry, but very soon, maybe, nitakuwa na more insights. Yeah.
Because me, I have a personal problem. Okay, not really problem, but there's an issue I have with social media where I feel like the best thing about social media is also the worst. In that, Ruby here can come and give us this image of she's the model mom, she's this, she's that. But me, I know Ruby, you know, we spend time together. I know she's not like that.
Yeah.
How do you think we can go about bringing all of your personalities and get the best without misleading anyone? Because mi sitaki kudanganywa.
Unataka tu life yangu raw.
Mi sitaki kudanganywa because if my kid is 7 and she's fixated on you, like I see children nowadays watch these families on YouTube and they do everything these people do, whether or not it makes sense. Imagine now that person on news tomorrow, akona scandal. What do you think will be going through my child's mind? My child will probably emulate that bad behavior.
That's why I said, when you're stepping into the public, a lot of things you do have to change. I said, I'm not going to try and sell you as a brand, yet uko behind you're doing things that totally totally as your line a brand. If I want to sell you as a brand, a lot of you has to change. Lazima tukae chini, tuongee. You have to emulate what the brand is about.
Uh-huh.
A lot of things have to change.
So
A lot of
Ruby,
habits have to change.
if I'm top scorer in the KPL with 5 goals in 40 games, and you meet me over there, I have a big ass chain, I'm buying for all my buddies' clothes and stuff. How will you utaniuzaje? Umenipata tayari najiuza, kuna kitu nauza huko nje. No matter how ridiculous it looks. How do you sell me? Utanipakejaje?
Si hivyo tu vile uko.
Sasa unaniambia nitoe chain ama?
No, sitakwambia utoe chini. Hiyo ni style yako. Hiyo ni style yako. That is who you are. Siwezi anza kukwambia, hizi silver tutapunguza, utaanza kuvaa 3. No, that is you. The people that are into that, what I'm talking about packaging you ni sita kushoot ukikunywa pombe.
Na kama ni sponsorship kuna do. Nimekupata sasa. Kama ni sponsorship kuna do pale na kunywa tei.
Unakunywa tei.
Na mimi ni player. Ama sasa ndo unani advise, hizo ndo branding.
Also what? Have you ever seen the way Cristiano anakujaga anatoa hiyo soda anacha maji hapo?
Yeah.
He removes everything because literally he does not take that. He only takes the water. Sasa kama wewe ni unakunywa pombe, tutaemulate hiyo. Tutasema tu you don't take it excessively. You drink with caution.
Ruby, my favorite player of all time is Neymar. I used to see Neymar when he was playing for Santos. This is in 2011. He used to have this really nice, stylish Red Bull bottle that you can't get no matter where you go. So I used to ask myself, this guy drinks Red Bull kwa game. Let me tell you, I tried that once. I couldn't run. After 10 minutes, I was dead. I realized it's a lie. Kumbe, that bottle is a water bottle. It's not actually Red Bull kwa game. Alikuwa anakunywa tu maji. So do you think those are some of the things that we can look at? Because amecheza na psychology yangu, mimi naenda kubuy Red Bull, nikidhani mzee wangu anakunywa Red Bull. Akunywi Red Bull. Mimi I'm 13, 14. I can't even buy that drink. I think legally I'm not allowed to. So, you have to look at how you're influencing these kids at the end of the day. Ama unafilaje?
Zingine ni misleading. Lakini, how do you even put this?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
What do you do about this?
Okay, yeah, especially like for someone, a brand, someone, amejenga personal brand, and kids are also like following their pages. It's a public account. So hapo kwa drink, like these people get brand deals. Like you find like Jack Daniels have come, Hennessy have come through. They're saying, please help market our brand, be the face of the brand. We'll pay you like, people get good money from these brand deals. Like especially the big following, persons with big following, they get good money. So like it just depends like with your image, like you as your brand and you and the manager, like you discuss, is this what you want to appear on your page? Because kids are going to watch it and they'll be like, they've seen you promoting like Jack Daniels. So watakuwa like, if this guy drinks, hata mimi mwenye niko 13, singoji nifike 18, hata nasikia sijui like the legal age for drinking is going to be pushed to 21. Ama niliona memes. But anyway, yeah, I saw someone post about it. I have not verified the information, but like when it comes to that, I feel like people wanaangalianga the business side. Wanaona like Jack Daniels wanalipa like let's even 10 million just a month. Hiyo ni pesa mob. So you can start nini kujenga flats. So you're like, what when you consider hiyo pesa, you're like, hey, even if people perceive me I'm drinking, it'll be like, Barako, you put the precautions, like drink responsibly. And then when you're out there using the brand, don't usichome, like, so because your fans are always, like, especially in this digital era, people are always in their phones. Even when you, like, it's not being captured, like,
it's being captured somewhere.
It's being captured somewhere. So just try to be responsible, or if you're doing just try to change, like your public image is ionekane. You're advertising for people to drink responsibly, and yet you're being found reckless, you're in a road accident. Don't add up, you get. So even for brands, I feel like they should be considerate of the people or the influencers or the creators, artists, whoever they approach to market for them. It's equal to just market because I have a huge following. You're going to have engagement, like people are going to see our brand. So because we're going to advertise, they're gonna buy. Like brands need to consider that. And I feel like right now, hata nimeona like saizi brands are looking for like small creators, like we call them micro influencers, macro nano influencers, because it's not about like your big image, because also the small creators are very creative. Ushaona like video, it's like compare, but like if you see a small creator like video,
compare. We need the context. Yeah, compare.
Acha tuseme, let's say sina ubaya though Ambari ajishutie content ye mwenyewe, haja hire, of course she has a team, haja hire anyone, ye mwenyewe tu na iPhone yake ajishutie content, she's marketing a brand. Afu you find a small creator, someone even with 1,000 or less followers, afu one venye your content, like the difference. But sina ubaya, kila mtu tu talented differently, and small creators have hiyo reach yenye ukiona hata mtu anatumia. Wewe mwenyewe, if your budget twice ni pia ni small, you consider yourselves in the same group, actually you'll feel comfortable like using that product. That's also a strategy nimeona with brands. But like brands, hiyo ni story for another day, because I'm also a creator. I do brand deals, so yeah, that's why niko na some opinions. But yeah,
so I have a good question for you based on that. Right now, if you look at the social media platforms we have that we're using here in Kenya, the TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, for us doing this kind of content, there's a big problem with monetization. Right now, you find Spotify, TikTok, they don't pay Kenyan creators directly. The best thing that we can do for ourselves is leverage our, what are they called? Leverage our communities that we've built to the brands to get some of those deals. My question to you is this. How do we make money doing this? Because our counterparts in Europe, in the US, then they just sit at home.
Big bang.
They make content. Some people, I've seen some guys say it's just as easy as buying a cat, putting it on the table, and if it falls
I'll
funny.
tell you how creators survive from my point of view, since I've decided to venture into digital space. Like unapata, because even if you have a huge following on TikTok or IG, kwanza hata tuongelele tu TikTok kwanza, because the platform nimeelewa. Like you'd see, of course, the rates yenye a creator in the US analipo high compared to a creator in Kenya. Even for YouTube, same case. So how we survive in this business. Neo, first of when you mention, like you look for brand deals, like you approach brands, maybe even small brands, then they're just coming up, like, hey, I can help you market this. So you come to an agreement. So that's at least an income coming into you as you're pushing your YouTube, TikTok, ujulikane, your awareness. Also, munapata, you as a content creator, you have to learn, especially if you're a small creator, you have to learn how to the video editing skills, the videography, designing. Unajipata, you start grasping those small skills. So unajipata, you can even monetize that. You're telling people, hey, by the way, I can edit videos, so I charge this amount. If you have a business, they're looking for a video editor, unaweza ifanya part-time as you're growing your TikToks and IG. Ama graphic designs, like creating posters. Kama saizi, like I did industrial chemistry
that was
in
fun.
Campo. Why? It's crazy, by the way. I did that, and right now I'm learning how to edit videos. I'm learning how to shoot content. I'm learning content strategizing, being the creator, the one being comfortable in front of a camera. Like your space, like I'm learning a lot of skills. So kuna venye I can monetize it. Like juzi I posted on IG, if there's someone who needs like to create a portfolio that you can use to pitch to a brand, because I learned it. Nilingia to TikTok, school of TikTok, wenye nafanya tutorials, nikajifunza. So like some creators approached me and I started assisting them. I was like, ala, kumbe hapa ni anaweza tap, because si kila mtu anataka kulearn those things. It might seem technical, but me, I'm willing to sit down and learn. So una monetize polepole uking'ang'ana kugrow your brand. Pia some creators do social media managing part-time because they understand the digital space and wanakwanga very much online, so they can assist a business or a brand to run their socials as they're doing content creation. That's what I've noticed venye nimeingia hii space in a few months. Yes.
Oh, thank you. Ruby, umedo a lot of interviews na maplayer wa Kenya, na maplayer wa Kenya wako na ufala mob. For example, if you're a pretty chick, una do interview na yeye, unataka kwa serious conversation na yeye, yeye anaangalia tu vile umevaa. What is that like for you, and what is your experience kwa hiyo space ya content creation as a woman hapa sasa?
You have to be confident. You have to be comfortable in your own skin. Tuanzie hapo. Sababu, apart from having the positive vibes, you also get the negative vibes. You also get the negative vibes. Mimi unajua kwanza, mimi napenda rugged. That they know. Na ni kitu ile, that was the thing they used to use a lot of the time. So me mostly normally tell them, guys, you're not the same age. I've literally told the guy I'm gay. Literally, I've just said like, no, I don't do men. And we basically know I'm not gay.
This was during, before, or after the interview?
Before the interview.
Hey, it's just told the guy like you're
I don't
gay.
do men. Yeah.
So you can have a serious conversation with him.
Yes, so we can have a serious conversation that you don't have to sexualize me. And you also have to have your own limits. You're like, hey boss, umevuka mpaka.
How do you control that as you're doing an interview? Because you can ask me a question. If I'm a sharp guy, you can ask me a question and I answer you in a very cheeky way. Then you answer me another question, I do the same thing. How do you get me back on track?
I'll get you back on track.
But you can't do it. If you're too aggressive, nezamka nijie.
No, I don't have to be aggressive. I can be soft. I'm a lady. I know how to tap to my feminine side. So I'll definitely get you back on track without being aggressive, without making you feel uncomfortable. I'll just create a joke out of whatever you said. I've already made you, you've already lost track on whatever you're trying to hit at. I'll easily start another conversation from that. But ni hard. Si rahisi. Do you know how many pictures you get?
What do you mean by pictures?
Si unatembea tu alafu you just get a weird picture of you.
Someone sending you?
Yeah.
Wow, that's very strange. Why?
Yeah, it is
just strange. Out of the blue?
Out of the blues. Nilikuspot mali nilikuona.
Damn. Very digital space era. Watu mko rada.
But like seriously, for me on my page, you can never find any picture of my kids.
It's private.
It's private. I don't even think any of my page talks about football. There's only that one page that we talk about football, but not on my personal space. As in, you have to create that. There have to be those boundaries. Hey, you're coming so much. This is my personal space. Me definitely, I normally tell people, me have kids. Unajua nikikuuliza papa, uko karibu kuanza 5-0.
5 ni kibao. Haiwezi kuwa hata 2.
5-0. Wow. Kwa nini nikupatie 2? Nikikwambia uko karibu kuanza 2-0 is na kuencourage. Au wawili unaona hii ni rahisi. Na kuuliza tu uko tayari kuanza 5-0.
So when the guy says yes, sawa.
Mtu wangu mimi niko na mahitaji.
Oh,
I'm not very easy to manage. As in, I have to create that ile tuko na boundary. Lazima uko able kuni respect na mimi niko able ku respect. Sometimes for a lady is not easy. Na vile wanasemanga, if you don't get your priorities straight, utaanguka mtu wangu. Hawa vijana wako na Kiswahili kwanza wadogo. 22 years old now ni kama 32 years old. Iyo time ya millennials.
Hold that thought. We're coming back. So Hannah, you worked in this space for some time. You have experience. I see you really think what you're saying is very funny, but we'll come back to that. So in your line of work, most of the time, is it you who goes out and like prospects the clients, like insurance brokers, and then pitches to them? Or do the clients come to you for the service and then you charge them?
Okay, right now, because I'm also starting out, I have to outsource. Even as a creator, like I've had several people come to my DMs asking me, "Hey, Hannah, like, how do you approach brands? How tumekuona you working with some big brands nini?" And I'm like, girl, you have to shoot your shot, or boy, siseme boy tells me nyuma. So you have to shoot your shot, even for clients to manage social media. If you're starting out as an individual, if you want to work as a sole proprietor or a partnership or in an agency, you need to outsource the clients. You need people to know what you work. You need a portfolio. Like client, especially kuna client mwingine atakuuliza, now how can I trust that you're going to handle our brand? Like you're literally the brand's name, you're the public image. And ukiamua kupost vibaya, like, you know, like when you log into accounts, you have maybe several accounts. Afu ulog vibaya, udhanini yako post kitu, post jita strap money. Why? You not if that information goes out there, like it's already, it cause to chaos. You see, so you communication, misinformation. Like as a social media manager, you need to be very careful on how you post the brand, because you're literally holding the brand's name digitally. Because right now, like everyone is on their phone. Obviously, like even the demographics, yeah, the percentage of Africans in the world, like who use their phones. I think Kenya iko like uko juu, like nini initangoaje time, what is it called, screen time. Screen time. Hata mi screen time yangu ukiangalia utacheka. I need to connect with nature kidogo ni.
No, but isn't this part of your work?
It's my work, but you know, like sometimes you need to take a break because you consume a lot. And for me as a creator, I want to give more than I consume. Like be a creator more than you consume. Let people consume your content, but also be careful what you're putting out there, because what stays in the internet, hata delete watu wako na screenshots.
Sikuna incognito ama hiyo kitu ifanye kazi.
No, like not maybe you're young, you posted it, and then maybe someone saved it. I don't know, like
when you go to your Facebook page and look at what you used to post when you're in 2007, like what you thought was funny.
It was 7, bro, nilikuwa primary, but anyway, didn't have a fun.
Like that,
but
right?
Yeah, I get that. See, people decide to delete and rebrand themselves, but najua kuna mafans wali keep hizo memories, they can resurface. So you need to be very careful. You need to be very careful. That's why scandals sometimes zinakujanga baadaye when someone becomes famous. Unapata like maybe kanyud kametokea, unashindwa unaanza kudeny allegations. Unajua ni wewe. But that was your past. I feel like there's a lot to be talked about in that space in regards also to mental health and how you navigate like social media. Story for maybe another day on my side.
So, you know, I have to ask you a question for a lot of our followers. You know, right now the country, as everybody knows, is in an interesting place politically. Things are tense. Sometimes you'll go on Twitter at night at like 10 and then you'll see a comment on a guy like Ruto's page. And then a guy will be like, patia president simu tunataka kumwambia kitu. You know, guys want to know, you know, is it the president who manages that page or does he have someone like you working behind the scenes? Because a lot of our frustration haifiki huko juu. So we want to know which channel you can use to, you know, to be heard peacefully.
Info ifikika Songo. Well, of course, Prezo, he has a team, a whole PR.
So it's not him. So wase mmesikia si ako na simu.
Sidhani kani. I can't deny or nini, but I don't think it's him. Unaona venye kwa the Twitters, like the speeches he says, mtu anaenda ana scan AI anasema it's like 95% AI. Yeah. Come on. Maybe ni Gen-Z kwa team ameingia.
Kama ile time watu walikuwa wanaenda status alafu mzee akaandika pale kwa comments ati oya tuko hapa kwa gate. I was like okay. Yeah. You know, mwambie afungue bana. But anyway,
people know it. I think people already
are aware.
They're aware it's not the president managing socials.